Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm back. I'm back for another Vinyl Finds video. Just went digging earlier today. Got home, had some dinner, watched a movie, and it is now into Saturday evening. I thought I'd film a quick video here on the Vinyl Finds. And yeah, so let's get started. Looking at some records here. A very lucky find for me. This is a big find for me, guys. I was real excited when I saw this from Depeche Mode 101 live recording record. I've never owned this ever, period. So this was a very, very great find for me. I've never even heard it before. I mean, I know what it is. It was recorded in the late 80s in California. The Rose Bowl, Pasadena to be exact, on June 18th, 1988. And I believe OMD was actually opening for during that tour that this record is from. So a live recording from Depeche Mode, really fantastic find. So as you can see, there's a gatefold. I was starting to get a collection of synth pop records going the last couple of months or so, and Depeche Mode definitely is a band that I was collecting a lot of records from, and so this was a good find for my synth pop collection. It's on Sire Mute. So there, and the record's really clean. So there goes Sire Mute. Really nice packaging. Records are clean and in very good shape. And it came with a booklet here. I'll show you. Depeche Mode 101. And try to find a really cool looking pic for you guys. There's the Rose Bowl of Pasadena where the concert was filmed from. I believe there's a tour film for this as well. But real excited when I saw this, a used copy but in excellent shape, in really good condition. So this was a big find for me. I was real excited when I saw this and grabbed it immediately. I didn't care what they were asking for it. This was a record I knew I had to have. So Depeche Mode 101, a really big addition to my synth pop collection. Real glad to have scored it. Been looking for this. I've seen people show it in their videos, so it's nice to finally have it in my collection. Real excited. Next one up, a better copy of a record I already have. Wish You Were Here from Pink Floyd. A really used condition a used record that's in good condition. I have a real old beat up copy of this, and this one is in so much better shape. It has the original insert. And the insert is in spectacular shape, as well as the record. This is a classic album from Pink Floyd, one of my favorites, and it has the custom labels. And this record is in really good shape, like I said. It's a really good used copy of this album. And I could have used, the one I had was so in such awful condition. I do have a Pink Floyd fan club version of this record that's on yellow marble vinyl. But it's nice to have, just a really good black vinyl copy of it. It's such a great record. I mean, it doesn't get its praise as much as I wish it would. This is a spectacular album. It's been a while since I listened to it. Now that I got a nicer copy, I'll be spinning this later tonight. But one of my favorite albums from Pink Floyd. So really happy to have now put a clean copy into the collection. And I found a sealed copy of another good record. Self-titled record from Genesis that came out in 1983. This is a sealed copy with the original hype sticker on it. Genesis is my favorite rock band of all time. I love Genesis. I have pretty much every studio album from them, every official live album, a good collection of bootlegs and rare compilation records. Not to mention endless CD bootlegs and endless DVD bootlegs of the band. So it was cool to find a sealed copy of this. On the VC, this is not, people don't rate this record so high, but I actually love this album. From Mama, Home by the Sea, Second Home by the Sea, And pretty much all of side 2, I really enjoy this album. Most people don't really care for it because it's a little too pop sounding for a lot of people's taste, but I really dig this album. The song is going to get better. Probably one of my favorites on this record, up there with the second Home by the Sea. It's such a good album, and when I bought the box set, the movie box set, it came with a home movie handheld camera film version of the making of this album, from Phil Collins' personal home movies. And you got to see them in the studio from day one all the way till they finished the record of how this album was made. Very, very interesting documentary to look at, all filmed by Phil Collins. They were his home movies, and got to see how some of these songs were written and pieced together. So it feels good to have a sealed copy of this record. All right, next up, an 80s band I'm just now getting into. I remember from back in the day, but back in the day, for some reason, their music just didn't really, just didn't catch. It didn't work on me very well. I didn't take to it very well. Love the lead singer though. She was good looking. But we're talking about Missing Persons, and this is called the Spring Section M from Missing Persons. Like I said, back in the day, obviously I saw their videos on MTV, but just didn't give them enough attention, I guess. I don't know. And now, the last couple of days, I've been listening to them a lot on YouTube, and really have liked what I heard. I mean, they were a good band back in the day, and I should have paid them more attention than I did. But it's better late than never. This album came with the original insert. Here's the lyrics on the back, and it is on the Capitol label. So it's a very clean copy of this record as well. The song Words were probably the most famous song by this band. The song Words, what are words? Blah, blah, blah. Also, there was Walking in LA, US Drag, Destination Unknown was another good song. This is such a great album. I'm really happy to have this. Really happy to have this. And the song Mental Hopscotch, I remember, was really good. I don't think it's on this record though. Really happy to have scored this. And like I said, I've been listening to them a lot lately. I don't know what started that. Just sort of found them on YouTube and just couldn't stop listening to them. And one thing that kind of saddened me, well, I'll show the next record here, but it's also from the same band. This was just a 3-song promo from the album I just showed you. And on here it has the song Words, US Drag, and No Way Out. Comes, as you see, just like the insert in the last record. And it is also on the Capitol record label. And, you know, Dale Bosio still sings. That's this lady here. She still sings. And in fact, I was watching YouTube clips of her singing songs from last year, Whiskey a Go Go in LA, and obviously, you know, she's older now, and she doesn't look like this anymore. I mean, she doesn't have multicolored hair and wear revealing outfits. She's just up there for the love of singing, and her voice still sounds really good. So good to see her still singing. So I'm really happy to have scored some of their music. All right, next up is from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Packing Up the Plantation Live, 2-record set, live recording. Really surprised to see this. I rarely see this record in a record store, so it really surprised me that they had it, so I wouldn't pick it up. I wouldn't say I'm a very big Tom Petty fan, but when I went to this track listing and look at all the songs that are on here, I was amazed how many Tom Petty songs I knew and liked. Because I have a DVD bootleg of Tom Petty singing at the US Festival in '82, and Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers were a good live band. I got to give them that. So going to the track list of this album, I was like, well, I know that one, I know that one, I know that one, and I mean, I knew quite a bit of his songs. I thought they're good songs, so why not take this home? They were asking only $7.99 for it, $8. So I thought, hey, this is not a bad record for $8. And it's a record I hardly see in the stores, so scored me some Tom Petty, real glad. And I started seeing some other things around the store. 12-inch single for the song Don't Come Around Here Anymore from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, from the Southern Accents album. I already had that really cool Alice in Wonderland themed video where they're all Alice basically looks like a big cake, and they're all Tom Petty's the Mad Hatter, and they're all cutting a piece of her and eating the cake right in front of her. My sister was freaked out by that video. She just thought, my God, that's terrible. I thought it was cool when that video was new. So that's the memory that automatically comes back when I saw the single. It made me want to get it. It's on MCA Records, the Rainbow label. Really cool song. The video brings back funny memories. This is actually an import copy, but I don't know from which country this is from, but most likely Germany or something. But really cool collection. And another Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers live version of the song Refugee. This is also an import 12-inch single. Also on here is a rare unreleased live version of Don't Do Me Like That. And then the B-side we have Here Comes My Girl and The Waiting. So nice little collection of songs from Tom Petty. Don't buy much Tom Petty ever, and then one day I buy 3 different things. So really cool. Also on the MCA Rainbow label. I'm not a big fan of his, but again, when you start thinking about it, you start going through all his songs, you realize you know more from Tom Petty than you realize. So really cool. Some more 12-inch singles here from R.E.M. The One I Love. Always love the song. It's from the album Document, I believe. Yes, Document. And on the we got the studio version of The One I Love and a live version of it as well. And on the B-side is the song Maps and Legends. A really cool song by R.E.M. And it's, of course, it's as you can see right here, gold stamp promo for promotion only. Real nice copy. And I don't remember what label this one's on. Oh yeah, it's the old IRS label. So really cool to have scored that. Yeah, I always had trouble getting into their music with the exception of a few songs. But this is one of the songs I liked for the very first listen of The One I Love. So I'm really happy to have the 12-inch single. And from the band Living Colour, Open Letter to a Landlord. I'd never see this on 12-inch single. In fact, I didn't even know it existed. And so this made this such a cool find. I've said many times on other videos, they are one of my favorite bands, Living Colour. So anything rare I find by them, I just snatch it up in a heartbeat. And Open Letter to a Landlord was such a great song. And it's on the White Epic label. Really nice. And on the B-side, well, of course we got the song Open Letter to a Landlord. Also, second song on side 1 is a live version of Cult of Personality. And the B-side, the song Talking About a Revolution. So really happy to have scored this. They are such a killer band, so really happy to have this. And last one up, very limited edition, special Australian tour edition EP from Simple Minds, Alive and Kicking, 84, 85, 86. And this was just as a promotional item for their Australian tour. In fact, it has some Australian tour dates printed in the very bottom of the cover here. I thought this was an interesting piece of vinyl, so I thought I'd go ahead and snatch it up. Big Simple Minds fan, especially during the years they put on here. 84 through 86 was basically my favorite years of this band. And on the songs on here, side A, Live and Kicking, Sanctify Yourself, and All the Things She Said, extended version. Side 2, Speed Your Love to Me, and Up on the Catwalk, extended mix. So good little song collection. It's a little EP, and it is on the Virgin label, the 80s Virgin label, where you got the one side green and then the other side red. Really, really cool song, album and collection of songs there. So was very, very happy to score that. Well, that's going to do it for the vinyl. Well, 12-inch vinyls. I have one 7-inch single, and this one's really cool. I've never seen this before, and I love this song. From Pink Floyd, for the song On the Turning Away, and it came with a really interesting looking picture cover here. And there's what the back looks like. I've never seen this on a 45 record. And the B-side, we have a live recording of Run Like Hell. So I was really, really excited to see this. And it is on the Columbia label. There we go. Columbia label. Pink Floyd. And On the Turning Away was one of my favorite songs. When the band returned to the scene without Roger Waters and Gilmore was pretty much calling the shots, this song right here was one of my favorites, On the Turning Away. And the live version of this song is so beautiful. If you happen to score a copy of Delicate Sound of Thunder, there's a brilliant live version of On the Turning Away on that album. And to score a 7-inch record of that song, it was huge for me. So this was a fantastic find. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw it. So one of those records like Depeche Mode, as soon as I saw it, I snatched it immediately. I didn't care what the price was. Just had to go in the collection. So really happy to score it. Well, that's it for all the vinyl. I wanted to show some videos I bought over the last week or so. I bought 3 live music videos that I think are just spectacular. Really couldn't wait to show them to you guys. The first one is from Steven Wilson, and it's called Drive Home. And there's the cover of it. And this one has a DVD and a CD in it. And there's the, I guess you could say, gatefold. And there's the picture of it in the back. Now what this basically is, it's a collection of the 2 music videos that came from the album The Raven That Refused to Sing Other Stories. So you have the music video for The Raven, as well as the music video for Drive Home. And these are animation videos. They're not the typical live video where it's just lip syncing and crazy CGI effects in the background. It's a short animated film and some great little stories that go along with the songs. So if you're ever on YouTube and want to check it out, if you're interested, just type in Steven Wilson Drive Home or Steven Wilson Raven That Refused to Sing, and you'll see a great animated short film with the music and the accompaniment. So really, really great stuff. But besides the 2 live videos, we have some live video content for a couple of songs on here. For the song Holy Drinker, Insurgentes, Watchmaker, and The Raven That Refused to Sing as well. So those were filmed in Germany, Frankfurt, Germany. So some good live recordings as well on video. And a couple of songs that were left off the album, one called Birthday Party, which is a really interesting song, and the orchestral version of Raven That Refused to Sing. And then you got the same thing on a CD as well. So really cool. And Steven Wilson always has great packaging for his releases. Now this is the sleeve the DVD comes in. And some cool, interesting artwork there, and even cooler artwork on the DVD itself. Really love Steven Wilson's music. I wish he would put Porcupine Tree back together, but he is doing fantastic as a solo artist. So this was a cool little EP to get. Really happy to put it in my collection. A live in concert Blu-ray from Dream Theater, Live at Luna Park. This is a full, I think they put the full concert on Blu-ray here, and this is just a spectacular Blu-ray release. There we go. and this is a great concert, and the crowd was into it. Band was sounding fantastic. Really was a good live recording. Let me see if I can find a good picture to show you guys. Well, Here's a picture of the band in action. Wonderfully shot in HD. Fantastic picture. The sound mix on here is fantastic. It's a well shot video, and the audio amazing. This was the first tour that featured their new drummer Mike Mangini. And there's Mangini behind his really big and crazy drum set. And there's also some documentary footage on here as well. Some extra live tracks, about a good 4 or 5 extra songs live, and a lot of cool special features. And just an amazing concert. They sound so good with their new drummer, Mike Mangini. This was such an enjoyable concert to watch, and really badass too. High energy live performance. For any prog or metal fan, this would be a great video to put into your live video music collection. It's awesome. And the last one I want to show is from Rush, the Clockwork Angels tour. Another fantastic show. This was a concert I actually went to in November of last year, and I remember coming home just blown away because this was such a killer show, and this Blu-ray captures the show perfectly. I'll show you the picture there of the band and the amazing light show they put together for this tour. Just great. Another well shot video, and I love this picture right here. This is such a amazing picture. Great live show, wonderfully shot, and great sound. A bunch of hysterical features. They have some animated cartoons, a spoof on Family Guy, and their not the documentary, but the tour films they do for this are just fantastic. So, and for the first time, Rush, as you can see here, was accompanied by a string section for the second half of their show, mostly for the songs from the Clockwork Angels album. And Rush just sounds fantastic with a string ensemble, and they stay on for some classic songs like YYZ with strings sound amazing, and that's on this Blu-ray. And oh, it's just such an amazing show. Of course, the song Red Sector A has the strings in it, sounds amazing. Altogether, this was just a great concert. I love the lighting design they had for the live stage. What they do with video screen and lights on this show is fantastic. I mean, your jaw dropped when you were there in person. It looks even better on film. This is just a great live DVD for Blu-ray. Just fantastic, and I'm really happy I scored this. This was, I've been watching this non-stop since I bought it on Tuesday, and it's now Saturday, and I think I've watched it every day since I owned it. It's that amazing, and some great extra footage on here, some extra live songs, documentary, concert film, and some spoof on Family Guy, a cartoon animated feature with the members of the band doing the voices. Really funny stuff. So, really enjoyable video. I mean, great music, great live in concert video, plus some humor as well. They're real silly on this one, so all around very enjoyable. All right, I want to address this thing really quick. Hopefully I don't stretch this video out too long. I quit Facebook on YouTube 2 weeks ago because of the whole Google Plus fiasco. I don't like Google Plus. I absolutely just don't like it. It doesn't work. Excuse me. It doesn't work very well on my laptop, Google Plus. When the switch first occurred, it wasn't working very well on my laptop computer. It was hard for me to comment on videos, do replies. I was having the same problems everybody else was doing. And one day I was determined to make it work, and I was really trying hard, and I was just getting really frustrated with it. And I guess I let it get to me, and without thinking about it, I quit the VC. And I just said, screw it, it's not worth all the aggravation anymore. I don't even like being on YouTube now, and I don't want to be a part of this anymore, and I quit the VC for 2 weeks. Ever since then, I learned how to work with it somewhat, so now I can comment on videos, reply to people who comment to me. It's getting a little easier. I can't say it works 100% every time I try it. I mean, there are some flaws. But overall, I'm learning to work with it. I can't say I like it still. I prefer the old way. I don't like Google Plus at all, but at the same time, I didn't want to be with it. I didn't want to lose out on the VC. I wanted to stay, but the whole Google Plus thing really pissed me off, and it still does actually. But I'm learning to work with it. Sometimes it works pretty good, sometimes it doesn't. And there's more limitations than there are benefits. In fact, I don't see any benefits at all. At least from my side, I don't. And I wish I didn't have to deal with it. But, I still want to be part of the VC. So I'm coming back. Hopefully, I can upload this with no problems. Some more good news is my band Broken Undertone. Remember this CD I showed a few months back? This band got back together again with me in it. Lately, us band members, we've been hanging out a little bit as friends. Kind of getting to know each other again and just hanging out again and being friends again. The singer threw a barbecue. There were 3 of us, of the 4 were there, and we just did an impromptu little reunion jam and went over like 4 songs with friends watching us. That felt good. That led to all 4 of us in the band getting together and doing a solid practice, playing all the songs we enjoyed playing. And we talked things out, and we decided next year we're going to do a handful of shows together and maybe record another CD. Maybe. That's a maybe. So we have a show booked for the end of December 28th, to be honest with you. And we'll see where it goes from there. We're not going to be playing very long. It's a festival, end of the year festival in Modesto, and we're the first band to kick off the festival. There's going to be some 12 bands there, so we open the festival, so we're only going to play for a half hour. So I think next week we're going to start rehearsals for that show, and maybe do a few more throughout the year. And maybe, if all goes well, we'll record another CD. But it's kind of nice to be back in that band again, because I have to admit I miss the music and I miss the friendship, so it's nice to have that back again. And it's nice to be back on the VC again. I do miss showing records to people and the interaction with everybody here. I think a lot of people, including myself, left the VC once the whole Google Plus thing happened. But it's nice to be back. And it's nice to be sharing music and vinyl records with you guys, and hopefully a lot of people comment on this video and I can comment back to your comments and we can get an exchange of conversation going just like we did in the old times. So man, that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it for King, and I'll see you guys next video.